Hi everyone, I hope you're well. As promised, here is the beginning of the videos that I said that I would do, the video testimonials. We're going to be recording quite a few over the next few weeks. But today we're going to be focusing on how to do a good one-to-one. The one-to-one is the way I was shown the business. For me personally, I've never sent a DVD out to anybody. I just don't think it's rapport building. I don't think a DVD lets somebody know the potential about Forever Living. It's something that I typically tend to send afterwards. So I'm going to demonstrate how I do a one-to-one on somebody, and I've chosen Darshna, who is our first manager, a lot of you know, and Darshna saw the one-to-one before making an informed decision that this was going to be right for her and her family. So I'm going to demonstrate the one-to-one now as if I've met Darshna for the first time. So where I'm going to pick up from is we've had the phone call. I haven't told her too much about what the business is. She's very eager to find out more, so I'm just taking her through the professional presentation before inviting her to a business presentation. So, Darshna, hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It was a pleasure to talk to you over the phone. So just to recap, before I show you the opportunity, you've been in the police for 8 years.
Yes.
And you're currently on a career break.
I am.
And your children are how old?
3 and 5.
3 and 5, so very, very young.
Yeah.
And I understood from our conversation that you were fed up of doing shift work.
Yeah.
Not seeing them.
That's it.
Was it quite difficult when they were sick, trying to juggle work and everything else?
Very, very. My husband struggled, I struggled. And 12-hour shifts, you couldn't even get a phone call in, so it was very difficult.
Wow, 12 hours. Okay, not easy.
No.
But you haven't missed anything of them growing up, hopefully.
Not much.
Not much.
Now that I've taken a career break.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well listen, I'm going to show you a way today, because I know that hubby works nights and
Yes.
he does shift work in IT.
He does, yeah.
I'm going to show you a little bit more about this company, because it's a massive company, Darshna. It's so important that you are taken through the proper steps. So this is called a one-to-one.
Okay.
So it starts off with Forever Living. Have you heard of us?
I haven't.
Okay, that's fine. Some people have, some people haven't. But it says here at the bottom, we're ordinary people like you and me, recruitment consultants, people that work in IT, people that work with children, people that work in the police, ordinary people achieving very extraordinary results. So, the first slide, or the second slide should I say, it says if time and money were no object. Basically, Darshna, what that question means is, are you in a situation in life where you have to work or you want to work?
Have to work.
Okay, what would happen if your husband lost his job?
We'd probably lose our house.
So it's that serious?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a backup plan? Are there savings?
No.
Are there any assets that you can sell to secure the family?
No, not really, no.
And what about any insurances?
No.
Okay, and what about if you became ill?
Well, I'm obviously insured through work and so is my husband, but with a career break, I think that all just stops.
Okay.
To be honest, so it just
Wow.
be pressure on him. It's all on him.
Okay, so you both need to keep on working
Yeah.
until you get the family to a stable
Yeah.
environment. Okay, well let me show you a way to maybe secure your future a little bit more, okay? As you can see in red, there's lots of different reasons why people start this business. So it says here career development, it says health, it says pension. Now for myself and my partner, we needed to secure our pensions, but the most important thing, we needed to provide university fees for our sons, even though they're very little, Darshna. That's still something as a mother that's always in the background. So your reasons might be career development, it might be quality of life, or it could be health reasons, but we all have a reason for coming into this business. And it says here, what are your hopes and ambitions and what are you prepared to work for in order to make it a reality? So a bit about the company. Forever Living, we started in 1978, so we've been around for 35 years and we've been around in the UK since 93, so approximately 20 years. We were started by this gentleman who's an American guy called Rex Morn. And Rex had a vision many, many years ago to not only provide good health to people, but also to provide the opportunity of providing good wealth. He was already a very established businessman before he started Forever Living, but somebody told me recently that he had a vision, and his vision was to help other people decide when they retire, how much their pension pot is worth, where they live, whether their children are privately educated, so to give you back the control that a normal 9 to 5 will not allow, okay? We are worldwide successfully turning over $2.6 billion per annum, so we are a pretty huge company. We trade in more than 155 countries. So Darshna, have you got any global links like France or America or India?
Yeah.
You can build a business here and build a business there. And you don't have to travel to those countries to build a business. We have ongoing global expansion plans, but here's the thing that caught my husband's attention. We're cash rich, debt free. You may know what that means, Darshna, but I'll further clarify. We're cash rich. It means that we're completely financially self-sustaining and we're debt free. So what that means is we are not beholden to any shareholders. We don't answer to lending institutions like banks or building societies. And it means we have no credit, no mortgages, no debt.
Wow.
Okay, we're completely financially self-sustaining. And another reason why we're so safe, We own more than $1.5 billion worth of property worldwide. So in each country that we trade in, Rex buys the most beautiful piece of property for cash outright, and that becomes our international head office. But imagine owning a portfolio of 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
It means that underpinning our foundations is a strong property portfolio. We're part of the DSA, which means that everybody achieves award-winning training and support. And in the UK last year, in a double-dip recession, the company turned over £40 million. Okay? Do you remember last year, Darshana, Comet, HMV and Jessops went under?
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, Woolworths went under. Forever grew 20% in the United Kingdom and 17% in Ireland, 14% in Europe. That's quite staggering.
Wow.
So the bigger the recession, the bigger we tend to grow. You'll see here, you probably recognise this from the police, the Investors in People accreditation. Yeah. Well, we've got something different. We've got the gold and the championship accreditation status. And basically what that means, to be a champion holder, it means that we have got to share best practice with other companies. So we have actually done in-house training for companies like Sky and T-Mobile. They've approached us to find out how they can also get the gold championship status. So that's something Forever really proud of. So, next slide. This, Darshana, is our sales history, as you can see.
Yeah.
And you can see the arrow only goes up. If you look at the first 6 years of trading, 1978 to 1984, first 6 years we turned over $54 million. But you'll notice in the arrow there's a slight dip, because even in that period, that was the last worst global recession on record. The company still tripled its sales to $145 million. We grow and we grow and we grow. And basically, Darshana, there are 4 reasons why we've continued to grow. We're recession, redundancy, restructure proof, and once you build your pot to a certain level, no one can ever take it away from you. No employer, no loss of illness or anything like that. When it's yours, it's yours. So as a company, our sales growth are quite strong. And there are 3 reasons why we've enjoyed 30 years of continuous growth. Our product range is the #1 in the world. We're in the health and wellness sector, so that is anything from sports and fitness to Zumba, Pilates, beauty, massage, all that industry. Did you know it turns over 19 million in the UK?
No.
That's quite staggering, and we're a very small part of that. And the business model is proven and exceptional. It works. And here, Darshana, is what we do.
Okay.
We are the world's biggest grower, manufacturer and distributor of aloe vera. But you didn't think that before you came to One-to-One, did you? What do you know about aloe vera?
Not much. I know it's good for you, but
not much
about it. Yeah,
no.
I've seen it in those products there, actually.
Absolutely. Well, do you know what? This is quite interesting because you're a mother of a very young child.
Yeah.
You probably would have wiped a bottle or 2 of Johnson's sensitive wipes. And Andrex have started putting aloe vera. In the last 10 years, all these companies have jumped on the aloe vera bandwagon and recognised the benefits of aloe. They've started adding it to their products. But we, Forever Living, have been banging a drum about aloe for almost 40 years. It's a very, very long time. But what is aloe? It grows in very, very hot countries. From Gandhi to Cleopatra, people knew about the healing benefits of aloe. But what does it do? Well, it's a drink. It gives you a very, very strong immune system, less colds, less coughs. It enhances your immune system. It's a natural cleanser, Darshana. It looks after the body from the inside out. It's a great tonic. It's fantastic for giving you wonderful energy levels. It's very good for people that have joint problems. If you like to play a sport, if you like to go to the gym, you don't have to be elderly and have arthritis to take aloe vera. And it gives you a very healthy gut and it maintains good food absorption. And recently, as we've proven in the UK, it's fantastic for the weight management area. Weight loss and weight gain. Okay, so aloe can do an awful lot. So why are aloe? Why would you not go to the health food shop or Sainsbury's or Tesco? Well, our aloe is organically grown. 75% of the world's aloe fields are owned by Rex. Okay, and the fields are in the Dominican Republic, Texas, the Caribbean and Mexico. And our aloe is free from herbicides, pesticides or anything that's been genetically modified. But you've seen an aloe leaf, yeah?
Yeah.
When you cut open the plant, Darshana, inside is the most beautiful gel. That gel goes into 90% of all our products, but it's been cold pressed. Rex decided very early on, well he realised very early on, that if you heat up aloe you actually destroy it. So by keeping the plant cold, you retain all its active ingredients, okay? And what's really fantastic is it's been stabilised naturally, and that stabilisation process has been patented. No one can copyright how the aloe is treated. People have tried and failed. It's harvested by hand even today, and I've got an amazing video to send to you afterwards to prove the authentication of the aloe vera. But this is the bit that actually got me quite excited. All the accreditations that Forever continue to win. We are kosher, halal and Islamic approved, so we respect all those religions. We do not test on animals, but aloe vera can be used in our animals. And all products come with a 60-day money-back guarantee. So what that means, Darshana, you're protected and your customer is protected as well. But you can actually drink a whole bottle of aloe vera gel, send it back to Forever empty, and they'll still get their money back. We're that confident our products will have the benefits. So, what do we deal with? Well, we deal with everyday products for the home. We deal with topical soothers, we deal with skincare, we deal with supplements. Weight management and sports over the last couple of years have become very lucrative indeed. So if you're looking to earn quite a few £100s a month, I can show you the different areas that you can focus on. But we never forget that 100% pure inner leaf gel is always the first ingredient. Now, here's the money part of the presentation, Darshana, the reason what will help you stay at home and raise your children yourself. How do we distribute our products? Say, for example, you and your husband decided to go into business together. You could decide to open up your own flower shop or your own restaurant. Say you decided to go into a restaurant business. Chances are you would both need high investment, agreed?
Yeah.
You would buy stock, pay staff. I don't know anyone self-employed that doesn't work really, really long hours. So you would probably be working a good 70 to 80 hours a week. And it becomes very, very impersonal. You have really, really no support. It's just you and it's him. We have something very different. It's called team marketing. We have low investment, no stock, no staff, flexible or part-time hours, which is why this job is perfect for parents, okay? So you can basically take your little one to the park in the morning, come back, do a couple of hours in your Forever business, go back and do the school run. So you kind of fit it into the nooks and crannies of your life, basically. You've got full support, because if you decided to come on board, you would have to work with me on a very regular basis. So if it was to earn £1,000 a month, my job is to lead you to that amount of money. And it's very caring, very personal, very simple. Okay, so here's how it works. Before you panic, this is not a sales role whatsoever, okay? Because you're probably thinking, I come from police, I've not sold a thing in my life. No. I came from a 25-year sales background, so I didn't want to go back into sales. I wanted something a lot more easier. I found out very quickly that this is a recommendation business purely. Darshana, have you ever recommended a movie or a book or a film? Yeah. We do it every day, don't we? Even a lipstick to a mum at the school gates. Every time we recommend in Forever, we get paid. So always keep that thought in mind. You're not there trying to shift lots of product. It's a recommendation business, and that's probably less than 1% of what I do, just as kind of allay any fears that you might be having. You're based from home, so there's no overheads. You work directly for the company. So what that means is, even though you're self-employed, you deal directly with Forever Living. So if you earn £1,000 a month, Darshana, you keep £1,000 a month. You independently earn outside of me. I don't touch your money, and my sponsor doesn't touch mine, and I really, really like that about the company. Everyone deals with Forever. You've got high return, high earnings potential, access to international markets from day one. I'll explain that further. Say, for example, Darshana, you got chatting to a friend of yours, and your friend happened to come from Nigeria. If they start doing their Forever business in Nigeria, you'll start earning off that. And you help them via Skype or via email or FaceTime. You're not flying to Nigeria and spending lots of money. And I like that. You can start trading from day one. But this is the bit that my husband got very excited about. Eventually, you're paid on a royalty income basis. Do you know what royalty income means?
Yeah, I think most actors, is it singers?
Actors, singers, absolutely. Author J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter, she's paid on a royalty basis. This is a duplication business. Eventually, Darshana, you're paid regardless of whether you work or not. Okay, so that's quite nice. So you've been bringing in £1,000, £2,000 a month every single month because your business has taken off a life of its own. That does not happen overnight, but it does happen. But what's not featured on here, which is quite frustrating, is it's a willable income. It's a business that you can will down 3 generations to your children, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids. So what that means, Darshana, is future generations to come will earn from the Forever legacy. So I feel very comfortable knowing that not only am I earning a royalty income now, but my great-grandchildren's uni fees will be paid off one day. So instead of them leaving them a house where they'll have to pay tax and mortgage and all the rest of it, what's really interesting is your children don't have to do the business to earn from it.
Oh wow.
Okay, it's just something that is left in their inheritance. We have something called profit share, car and international travel. Do you remember at the beginning I said that we have no shareholders and we don't have anyone investing in our company? You're legally not allowed to invest in Forever Living. That's because we are the ones that get a share of the company profits every single year. And just under 22 million was given out in profit share checks this year for the people actually doing the businesses. There's a car programme. We hit that back in July and I was so excited to do that. It's a sum of money that goes into your bank for 3 years, every single month. We didn't buy a car, instead we put it towards our eldest son's maths and English tuition. So it's totally up to you what you spend the money on. Okay, you don't have to get a car, and there's international travel. This year the travel incentives were beautiful. They were Hawaii and Sardinia. Next year it's very glamorous. It's the O2 in Stratford. So very, very glamorous. And it's Lake Tahoe, California. So they have beautiful travel incentives every year because it's a lifestyle business. We're very solid, we're very ethical, and we're very transparent as a company. And are you somebody, Darshana, that likes to develop and learn new things about herself?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, as an entrepreneur, be prepared to go on a journey of self-discovery. You will learn things about yourself that you never ever thought possible. Through the trainings and through the confidence building, you will kind of approach this journey, and it is a journey. Believe me, it's very much a journey. So, here is how you build a business. Do you remember I said over the phone there's several different income streams?
Yeah.
Well, the first income stream is running just a small retail business from home. You can develop 20 or 30 regular customers which you look after. And by the way, you don't do this journey alone. I will teach you how to develop those customers, okay? And just by looking after them, that could earn you in excess of £200 to £400 a month. Part-time, around your kids.
Okay.
Would £200 to £400 make a difference to the family budget right now?
Definitely.
Okay, I don't know many people that it wouldn't do.
No, yeah.
But I decided to become a business coach. I like the fact of leading people, supporting people and mentoring them. So I coach people in how to run a duplication business. So I went and I developed my time and I found 5 key people. So here's how it works. Okay. Now Darshana, this diagram I will explain to you in more detail. Can you see the figure in the middle doing 10 hours?
10 hours, yeah.
Okay. Just say that's you in the middle because you're a wife, you're a mother, you've got the school run, you've got homework, we're very busy as mothers. So say you've only got 2 hours a day to commit to your business. Okay, that's all you need to put in. You may find a mum at the school gates, or you may put a little advert in your local supermarket, and that could be for a single mum. In this case, it's a single mum, and she's struggling because she hasn't got that double income coming in. So she starts to do the business, but she does 5 hours. But that 5 hours, Darshana, gets added to your 10, so you're now paid on 15 hours performance.
Okay.
Here in the top left, we've got a family of 4, so that could be my husband and my family. And we're like any typical family, Darshana. We've got credit card, we've got loans, we've got the usual stuff hanging over our head. We take a look at the business, but we decide that we can also put in 10 hours. But that also gets added to your pot. So now you're paid for 25 hours. You're 10, the single mum's 15, and the family of 4's 10 as well. Got a couple here in their retirement. And Dash, do not underestimate the amount of people in their 50s joining this business. We've had a massive influx over the last 2 years. Why? Because the pensions crisis in the United States it's just dire straits, isn't it? In the United Kingdom, sorry, it's at dire straits. So basically, let's just say for argument's sake, this couple in their retirement can put in 20 hours because they want to supplement their pension. That gets added to your pot, so now that's 45 hours performance you're being paid on, and you're still only working 10. Down here, you've got some business builders. So that is somebody like me. You may meet someone like me, Darshana, that wants to build a huge business here and abroad. So a group of us might put in a collective amount of 50 hours. That's now 75 hours going into your business. And here you've got some other business builders. These people might be people abroad, but they're putting in 30 hours. That's 125 hours that you're being paid on. You're only working 10. So it's almost like you cloning yourself lots and lots of times. So let's look at the 2 examples here. First example is where you have a small retail business from home, okay? So this is for people that want to earn between £150 to £300 a month. So in this example, Darshana, you've got 25 customers, okay? 20 customers spending £25 a month because they're switching their brand buying power. And that's a turnover of about £500 going through your business every single month. 35% is what you will first get paid when you join, so that's getting about £175 a month coming into your family pocket. Okay, that's Sainsbury's, that's children's activities. But the highest level that you can go at is forever living is 48%, so that's an extra £240. So that's what you will earn. Okay, so my job is to get you from the 35 to the 48%. But if I'm being quite selfish, Darshana, £240 was just not going to cut it for my family. I needed that to be saying an awful lot more. So I decided that I needed to build a team. So I went and I spoke to 2 people that I knew needed change and I knew needed to do something different in their lives. And those 2 people got coached by me, and then they went and spoke to 2 people. So 2 became 4, 4 became 8, 8 became 16, and it grew and it grew and it grew. But all of a sudden, Darshana, I had 30 people in my team, and you will as well, all doing that little turnover of about £500 a month. So this is a business where in the police force you were doing 12 hours a day. This is one person doing a lot. In our business, team marketing, it's a lot of people doing a little, but you're paid on the massive volume. Is that making sense? You're paid on the volume. So at an average of 8%, you will earn £1,200 a month part-time. So it's not bad. It's not bad for 40 hours a month. That's really not bad. But this is the bit that I hit a couple of months ago, and this is the royalty income. And Darshana, my job is to get you there as quickly as possible. And all it is, Darshana, you're just working with bigger numbers. But the multiples that people are earning in the UK are anything between £2,000 and £20,000 per month. And I've got some evidence to back that up as well. So you're just working with different people. 3 become 9, 9 become 27, 27 become 81. You've now got 120 people in your business, but don't worry, you've only found 5.
Yeah.
And 120 people are turning over £500 a month. That's £60,000 going into your business, a small home-based business. At an average of 5%, your royalty bonus for life will be £3,000 a month. And by this stage, Dash, I won't lie, you probably are doing a little bit more than 10 hours a week because you've got excited and you're building a business and your business is just growing organically. And then it builds and it builds and it builds. And here is the evidence I was talking about. These are the chairman's bonus checks that the company give out every single year. That's John and Jane at the top. They're the #1 couple in the UK. They've been in the business 20 years, Darsha, therefore their check is that big.
Wow,
but that's their end of year thank you. And now what they do, they tend to spend an awful lot of time in Africa because their business has allowed them to just do some much charitable work. So I think when you earn that kind of money, you then tend to have a moral obligation to give back. You've got other people here at the bottom, very happy people collecting checks. 600,000 was given in the UK and over 8 million was distributed in Europe.
Wow.
So the company does pay.
It's huge.
Yeah, the company does give back. Here you've got some of the incentives I was talking about. You've got the car, up to 6,300 per annum is given towards the car of your choice. You don't have to get a car. You can put that towards home improvements, a holiday home, university education, it's up to you. And here are the travel incentives with spending money, okay? And we would not be the Investors in People Gold and Championship holders if we did not have unbelievable training. We have local, national and international training seminars because this is a business, Darshana. It's so important that you furnish the mind and you become educated and confident in what you're talking about. And I recognise that so early on, and they've got an amazing array of professionals that train us. So we've got Dawn Parker, who's a nutritionist and a skincare specialist. She does a lot of our weight management training and she gives us wonderful training about aloe and what it can do on the inside and out. We've got Dr. Peter Atherton. He was a retired GP for 30 years. He worked in the NHS as a GP. He was working crazy hours until somebody introduced him to Forever. So now he can use his skills in another way, but he's living a wonderful lifestyle. And he did his 2-year research fellowship at Oxford University on the efficacy of the plant. So he's one of the world's leading authorities on aloe. And you've got David Urch, who's a very, very talented vet. And David does all our animal training. So the next slide, Darshana, it says here, and I thought exactly the same as you. Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
But the reality is it's a business. Like anything, Darshana, you need to apply some time and effort. You need to learn and develop new skills. In order to have more in life, first of all, you must become more. You need to be prepared for change because you will go on an unbelievable journey of change. You know, it's a very, very different way of working to what you've been used to for the past years. So I always say to somebody, embrace that. And if you have no belief, hang on to mine. And be part of a very, very dynamic team. We're the #1 team in the UK, and I'm really proud of that. And John and Jane, who are the #1, trained the couple that trained me.
Wow.
So you're getting all those benefits of their skills. So, the burning question, Darshana, from what you've seen so far, you're probably in 3 schools of thought. You could be a yes, and that's great, because I need to then invite you along to a professional overview of the company and maybe give you some products to try. You could be a no, and I do respect that, because this is not for everybody, or you could be a maybe, and that's also good. So from the things that you've seen so far in our initial conversation, can you see how you could be at home with your little ones and still earn a decent income that grows over time?
Yeah, definitely.
And what's going through your thoughts right now?
How this is completely opposite to what I do at the moment. It's just turned everything on its head, so yeah.
It is waiting to see.
Yeah.
Well, Darshana, the next stage is I'm going to invite you on Monday night to a business presentation.
Okay.
But before I do that, and you'll come as my special guest, but before I do that, I'm going to send you some evidence over the email.
Yeah, that'd be good.
For you to actually sit and digest.
Yeah.
It's so important that you realise this business is not just me in a cafe.
Yeah.
As I say, we're 2.6 billion, we're massive. Link in, plug in, and look really carefully at all the things I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
But keep one very important thought in mind. It's a business that takes time to grow, you will develop, but you have me every step of the way. And my job is to make sure that I sort of get you to where you need to get to. So thank you so much for looking at this today. And I'll be in touch by email, and I will contact you about Monday night. And just take you through the next step. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Darshana.
Bye.